Should I choose, I know you might be new to this, semen retention journey or Nofap journey. So now you're kind of like, maybe you kind of asking yourself, should I choose Nofap or should I choose semen retention? This is what some guys have this question. They don't know what to decide. And let's get to the Nofap. Now, you're not going to be watching videos of men and women having intercourse no more. This is what Nofap is. You're not watching videos of men and women having intercourse. But that doesn't take away that you're still releasing your seed, smashing chicks. Just because a guy is on Nofap, that doesn't mean that he's not smashing chicks. He's just not watching videos. You know what I'm saying? He's not watching this, the men and the women having intercourse. He's not watching those videos no more. So he's still inside the matrix. He's still, I'm gonna say, he's still like 95% still have that, that mentality of the matrix of this society that we live in. He's still inside the matrix, But now on the semen retention side, this is a totally different side, This side is for people that want to put themselves to the test. Can they do it? How long can they retain? Until, they become successful or until they find their purpose or however long you want to retain. But semen retention, I can say you will find yourself on semen retention than Nofap. Because a lot of these guys on Nofap, like I said, they still smashing chicks. They still releasing. But on semen retention, so they still, on Nofap, they still getting drained. You still getting drained on Nofap if you smashing chicks. If you still smashing chicks, you still getting drained. But semen retention, you are no longer smashing chicks. You focusing on yourself. You trying to find your purpose in life. You trying to better your health. You trying to better your insides. You trying to get your chakras right. You trying to get your energy right. It's more for like, semen retention is more for dudes that want to become more spiritual, want more willpower, want more motivation, want strong eye contact, want consistency, want dedication, want discipline, want to better themselves, wants to gain their virility back, wants to help themselves. So semen retention is more about just you focusing on yourself. This is what semen retention is about. Semen retention, it's a lot of benefits. And now, when it comes down to female attraction, yeah, that's good, but that's not what us guys we're doing semen retention for. Is for the women attraction. Because we no longer smashing chicks. So we basically, as we keep retaining, we basically gain our masculinity back even more and becoming a virile man and gaining our virility back. So we basically just like, the chicks chasing after us. We the celebrity, We place ourselves as the celebrity. The chicks chasing after us. Now with Nofap, these guys still chasing after women. That's the thing. They still releasing sometimes. So it's harder to find themselves. It's harder to find your purpose on Nofap. But on semen retention, you can find your purpose. You can find who you are. You will not be afraid to be alone. On semen retention. So, in my opinion, which one to choose, to be perfectly honest with y'all, I would choose semen retention. If you want to go on a spiritual journey, if you want to increase everything about you. Your speed, your agility, your stamina, your awareness, all that. It's like when you play, semen retention is like when you play Madden or 2K, and like when you go in career mode, you have points. Like you can put up your person's speed, and put up your person's agility, stamina, awareness, quickness, all that. This is, or when you play in NFL, put up your speed, your quickness, all that. So this is what is going to boost you up as a person. This is what's going to get all that up. All that up. You want to get that jump, not to 99. You want to get that jump to 100. And that's kind of like impossible in the game. Even though Randy Moss, when I was playing NFL, like, I think it was like 2007, 2008, his speed was at 100. Now, I think that, or in Esther, I think one of them, they jump was at 100. You want to get that jump at 100. That's like, bro. That's like, bro, you becoming that beast. You going Super Saiyan, bro. You gonna turn to Goku, like, you gonna go Super Saiyan right here. You gonna be the best man that you can be, bro. But, like I said, semen retention is the best option because it's gonna teach you to have discipline as a man. It's gonna teach you self-control. Most men don't have self-control. So if you wanna gain self-control and you wanna have power over females, go on semen retention. Because these Nofap guys, some of these guys, I'm gonna say a lot of these guys, they still smashing chicks. They just not watching videos. So semen retention, I'm gonna say, for me, my personal experience being on semen retention, this is what you want, bro. I'm telling you. You wanna put yourself to the test, go straight, semen retention. No sexual activity at all. Transmute that energy and project it into your craft. And I'm telling you, you can do something enormous. You can change your whole life. You lower class, you the common man on the pyramid. You could be the elite on the pyramid. You could be in that 1% of wealthy and rich people. You could be in that 1%, bro. But you have to have patience on semen retention. You got to keep retaining. You got to just keep focusing on yourself, trying to find yourself. Semen retention ain't going to make you fearless. You're going to have stronger faith in everything. It's going to increase your spirituality, all that, bro. Do semen retention than Nofap. I'm just telling you, based off my experience. Just to try to help you out. Because I know some of y'all guys, semen retention is becoming more of like a dominant trend. A lot of people, more guys are talking about it. They uploading videos about it. So I'm trying to get this video out right now. So you'll know like what to choose, what is best. If you want to become the best version of yourself, choose semen retention. If you haven't found yourself, if you haven't found your purpose, choose semen retention. Now, Nofap, if you still want to smash chicks and just cut the porn and cut the sexual intercourse videos out, then that's you. You could choose that if you want to. But when it comes down to focusing on yourself, bettering yourself, semen retention, it'll give you all the tools that you need in your toolbox. Semen retention, like I said, it's a organic vitamin. Telling you, it's the best one. It's the best organic vitamin that you can have. You don't need the, you keep retaining months and months because it's gonna take time for you to heal. Because you damage your PMO and you damage yourself so much by releasing when you wasn't retaining. So it's gonna take time for you to heal. You know, you want to go, you know, 1 month. That's the level to Super Saiyan 1. That's how I see it. 2 months, Super Saiyan 2. 3 months, Super Saiyan 3. And so forth. You can keep climbing that ladder. And just to see how much of a beast you become. How dominant you become on beating your craft. How self-aware you become. How quick and fast, you know, and focused you can become, and consistent you can become. You can retain as long as you want. Don't let nobody, you know, don't let your friends make fun of you because you retaining, you not having any intercourse. Bruh, sexual intercourse, bruh, don't worry about them. You're gonna be high up on the hierarchy while they still draining themselves. Ain't doing nothing with their life. They seeing you better in your life, so they trying to, you know, they trying to say something wrong with it, or they try to make fun of what you doing because they don't have the courage, they don't have the mental strength to do it. So when it come down to me, based off my experience, semen retention is the best. It's the best spiritual journey and mental and physical that you can go on. And you're gonna only get better and better and feel better and better and increase as you keep retaining. Nofap, I won't consider Nofap. Because by you smashing chicks, you still might end up going back to the sexual intercourse videos. You know what I'm saying? So Nofap can, you know, it can like basically throw your throw your bad habits back up in your face if you're still having sexual intercourse, which is a lot of guys are with females. They're just not watching the videos, like I said. So semen retention is the best option. Hope y'all got something out of this video. It's Semen.